Hi, everybody. I'm Rafe Hardy, and this is Don Atkinson. And we're here at Water Street Studio in New York City. And again, we're doing a photo shoot for Modern Salon, and we're very excited. But we were sitting and talking with Maggie about, what does it take in this industry to do what Dawn and I do, whether it's at an educator level, a platform level, or artistic director level. And we thought it would be interesting to share some information with you about what it really does take, because it's not all the glory, glory, glory. It takes a lot of hard work. Dawn, how long have you been in the industry? How long was it before you became an educator?
So I've been a hairdresser for about 20 years now, and for me, about 10 years into my career working in the salon, I knew that I wanted to be part of something bigger. I knew that I wanted to be part of something more creative, and I was just at a hair show. We all go to hair shows, right, to learn and be inspired, and I walked up to the Sexy Hair booth, and for me personally, I connected emotionally with Sexy Hair. I love the energy they had, and I knew that I wanted to be a part of the company. So I reached out to them online and got in touch with an education manager and had the ability to go to a training, and ever since I just have been with them ever since. Because what's amazing about being part of a brand, if you will, is that they are going to continue to support you, not only when you're working in the salon, when it comes to building your business and your professional work when you're working in the salon, but also educating you and helping you grow if you want to have that avenue of becoming an educator, or if you want to have that avenue of working internationally and helping hairdressers grow. So when you have that support from a brand, they can help you grow through social media and any avenue that you want to take. And for me personally, it's been an amazing journey, and I love every bit of it, but I love to continue to grow, and I love that support. And so, we've worked together for what, 10, 12 years, right? And, you're our artistic director, and so tell us why you love being the artistic director and how you got here.
Well, kind of like your story, Dawn, I was interested in doing more than just working in the salon, so I went to hair shows as well, and for me it just didn't happen automatically. I was kind of on the shelf about, do I want to spend the time and energy that it takes away from my family, away from my salon and everything. And human nature says that we all want to be something or part of something that's bigger than we are. And this is a perfect opportunity for hairdressers to hone their skills, to be associated with the right people. And the story about, hang around successful people. And it really holds true in this industry, because you're constantly being, how would you say, acclimated to not only working with fantastic people with great personalities, as well as a huge amount of talent, but you get to share different cultures, as I do as artistic director, flying around the world. I've been to 46 countries, and it's just fascinating to see the styles and the trends, and to be able to meet different types of hairdressers at all different types of levels, knowing that I'm part of something that could help them become a better hairdresser. And that's where it takes passion, I think, in this industry. First, you have to have that desire to want to share information. It doesn't happen automatically. We're both very practiced. We've taken the classes. We just had our summer gathering for all of our educators, and we put them through an acting course to share with them on the emotional side of this industry, because you have to understand, as an educator, you have to have that experience, and knowledge comes by subjecting yourself to all kinds of situations. As a hairdresser, we like to touch, and we like to feel, and we like to see, and we can't do that online. You have to go out there and get yourself to the next level. You have to, again, be willing to do it. We've both made huge amounts of sacrifice. Dawn, just this month, in the past 9 days, you're going to be
in 4 different cities in like 2 weeks, and wow, it's just an amazing experience, not only growing and educating artists, but also getting to see a lot of really cool places that you may have never been able to see before, just working in the salon every day. So.
Exactly right. And again, the ability, we just had, like I said, our conference, and we had 130 hairdressers from all parts of the United States, and we had a Latin American team come in. And just by working around others is where you start picking up tips and techniques, and that's useful information that you can provide. Dawn, I know you were talking about getting interested in a company and you fell in love with sexy hair. That reminds me that if you're not in love with this company and if you don't believe in it, and I totally agree with all the stuff you said about, it's helping you and it's helping promote you and it's getting you on social media. But that brand is much bigger than you are, and they're going to provide opportunities for you that will serve you in the future to do what you want to do. So
definitely getting in touch with a brand that you feel emotionally connected to, and then that way they can really support you to their maximum ability.
Yeah, and sexy hair for me has been a blessing. I'm from a small town in Louisiana. My first job was mentoring for a gentleman who was the actual educator for educational company actually back then. So I got my start at being subjected to education from the very beginning and saw what he did and the ability to be able to share this information. That's when I fell in love. And then I did what Dawn did. I went to hair shows and I worked for another company for several years before Sexy Hair. And then literally when I saw our founder at the time and the former owner of Sexy Hair, Michael O'Rourke, on stage, I visually fell in love because it was something different and unique. And at that point in time, I realized that you have to be unique in order to make a difference, which is really important, I think, to share with educators. You can't just be another sardine in that big group of people. You got to stand out some way.
No, absolutely, for sure. And for me, one of my favorite things with Sexy Hair is they've given me the opportunity to do a lot of things that I may not have been able to do just working in the salon every day. We've got to do some fun things like New York Fashion Week. We've got to travel out of the U.S. You, of course, have been to many more countries than myself. But share what your very favorite thing is about being artistic director.
Wow. I think it is the opportunity to touch people on a global level. Even though we don't speak the same language, we have that common thread, which is hair design and our love for this industry, and that's what makes it unique. And the ability to be able to share just visually without even saying a word sometimes, and to have that connection, I think that's what I admire most when I go, and that aha moment that you see when students get, as well as that aha moment for me, knowing that I did affect them in some way, shape, or form, whether it's a little bit or whether it's a lot. I know I gave 100%, and that's that feel good for me. That's my adrenaline. That's my zen.
Yeah. Well, one of my favorite things is photo shoots, and we are here at Modern Salon's photo shoot, so we got to get back on set. So thank you, Modern Salon, for hanging out with us. We're excited about the rest of the day, and I can't wait for you guys to see our looks that we're creating today.
Yeah, exactly. We're having so much fun here. Thank you, Modern Salon, for giving us this opportunity. We love it every time you do. And again, tune in and check out the styles. I think you're going to love them.